Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. So this is a slightly different video than usual. So these little 4 Dino characters, and I'm gonna go through the different stages with you. Funny enough, I have 4 stages, I have 4 OCs here. Kind of perfect. So these little OCs feature Kena the Raptor, Aerith the Stegosaurus, Mare the Garudamimus, and Siln the Pterodactyl, who I'm drawing Siln right now. So with these little guys, the reason why I even made this was I had made a digital download like wallpaper calendar with them recently that I've actually just uploaded to my website. And it's the 12-month period. There's a quest and a prompt with it. There's a colored and a line art version. And then I also did a version of the calendar where they're just prints, like all the words are taken off. It's just the full drawings themselves in both a line art and print version as well. And it's all downloadable. You just download them yourself, print them, color them, whatever you want to do. Use them, stick them on your wall, calendar, desktop wallpaper, whatever. So I started, and then I actually made these, so I actually made 4 extra prints to kind of go with them, if you will. Not really, but I just thought it would be fun to do a whole group drawing with them, so I did. I did 2 regular versions like this, and then I did 2 chibi versions. So this is like the attack version. I have the chibi attack. There's a docile and then a chibi docile version. So there's 4, which I'll show you at the very end, all 4 of them. These are also available, so they'll be in bundles of 4. So you'll get all 4 colored together and then all 4 line arts together. So you can do both of them. You can do one of each, whatever you want to do. Again, these are also available on the website. You can feel free. They're on both Etsy and Shopify, so whichever you feel more comfortable with, they're available. But these guys were really fun to do. I enjoyed these, even looking back at them and just looking at the line art, and I'm like, I want to color them all over again. So now the guy I'm coloring here is Mare. I wanted, it's just so much fun when I do these kinds of things. It just makes me want to color them over again, just looking at the line art. But even when I look at them all together, I'm like, oh, they turned out so well. So I'm like, overall, I mean, there's obviously mistakes in here and whatnot, but overall, turned out really well. So I can't be mad. Now the background colors. So I don't really have a plan for these. I'm not gonna lie. I have now gotten to the habit because I did a previous bookmark of Kena, the raptor up top. I've actually done an adventure with her, and I originally started and I made 6 bookmarks featuring her. She's the whole reason why I even started this. I've already lost my train of thought. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I started off with her. So I did an attack version and the docile. So the attack was in a jungle setting. Docile was in a paradise setting. I have decided for the dinos, I would just kind of keep up with that feature. I don't know why. It just to me makes sense because I kind of feel like the background kind of gives, helps push the sense of danger for here because it's the jungle, right? The jungle, if you don't know, the jungle can be very dangerous. There's a lot of critters around. That kind of stuff. Being back in prehistoric times, much worse. So that's kind of why they're in a jungle setting. It's just the colors. I'm like, I don't know. It is definitely a lot of green, but it's the jungle. Plus, there's also Aerith, who is green as himself. But for this, I was trying to semi-darker colors, if you will. Just to kind of push it, maybe being slightly darker because it's in the jungle, so light's not going to fully penetrate like normal. But the dociles you'll see are actually a lot lighter colors, and they have more of a paradise feel, and also just kind of goes along with that docile feeling. Again, it'll make more sense when I show you them, but it's just definitely interesting. So I was trying to pick colors that would go with this sense of danger. Also, another fun fact, and this is super cool. So with the Kena bookmarks, I was not expecting this. So over on Instagram, apparently I hit the algorithm correctly for the first time ever, because I posted 5 videos about the different drawing stages I did for how I'm doing here, but I did it for the bookmarks that I made. I only showed me drawing one of them. 3 of the videos hit over 5K views. One of the videos hit over 4K views. And then the last video I made was over 6K views. Okay, that has never happened to me. The highest view count I got was actually here on YouTube. And it was 5.6K views. And it was about a 6-second video of me showing a sketch to reveal of a unicorn I had done. That was the most amount of views I'd ever gotten at the time, which was wild to me because I just don't get views. And then now on Instagram, I have 5 videos with thousands of views, and I'm like, this is wild to me. And like, so that 6.K one, that's the highest video, like view count for a video I've ever had so far. So I'm like, that is nuts. So as of right now, that little bookmark series I did of the drawing process is my most watched videos as of right now since I've started social media and stuff. And I'm like, that's just crazy to me. So so I'm thinking I just hit the algorithm because I don't follow the algorithm because I've seen people say where it's like they just figured it out and then it changed again on them. So to me, I don't know. I don't really see the point in trying to figure it out. I guess because of that. And it's just such a struggle bus as is. So I just thought that was amazing. And I was like, oh, I did something right finally. And it's just fun. All right, but now the one I'm coloring here is Kana. But about the characters, so Kina's a raptor, you know, she's a carnivore, she's a sneaky one. She's kind of got like a bit of an attitude, if you will. Siln is kind of like a sweet little character, relatively innocent. Mare is kind of the one who doesn't like confrontation. He's kind of just like, let's get along, guys, kind of thing. But he can be a little bit sneaky when he wants to be. And then Aerith is, I don't want to say like dopey, but he's kind of like that. Like he's like laid back, go with the flow type of situation. So that's what they are. Overall, though, I would say colors kind of worked well. Now, 3 of the characters obviously stand out because they don't match the background at all. Aerith, he definitely blends in a little bit more because he is mostly green. So that's kind of a problem, but his green and the surrounding greens are not the same at all, which kind of helps, but and it's still involved with some green. But overall, he turned out fine. But even just like looking at these, like I'm just so happy with them. I just love seeing them all together because I'm just like they all just turned out so nice. Even though they're a little bit like opposites of one another, they still work really well. Even just drawing my characters like this is a lot of fun because I haven't started drawing my characters until recently. Like I started last year when I was really trying to do this. Because like my OC series I have going on, I'm on character number 11 of 12. So I just posted her, so I got one more I'm posting next month. I mean, I have a way more OCs than this because of my comics. Like, I have a ton of them. But I'm just, like, focusing on, like, the main 12 animals, pretty much. Because these, like, 12 animals kind of kick-started the rest of the animals in a way. So, I just decided to stick with them. But I have other animal OCs as well, not just these guys. But these are, like, just the main ones. And there's other things I want to do with them. But, like, at least, like, doing these, like, little bookmark print things, it's, like, I have extra ways I can make more of them. And just, like, try and get them out in the world more. Even just, like, drawing these kinds of styles. Again, doing those bookmarks that I had as another way, because more people can see them. And just at least see, even if it's just one character, they saw Kana, you know? And then eventually I'll do the second series of doing these with these guys and breaking it down into stages again with all 4 of them. And then we'll do like one big video of just everything cut down into, you know, less than a minute is what I'll also end up doing. So we'll see what happens there. Probably by the time I get there, I mean, the algorithm might have changed by then. I don't really know. I'm still going to do it anyway, just because It just seemed like people liked it, I suppose. I don't know if it was sharing or whatnot. But just having that many is just wild. And I'm like, that'd be cool to recreate. Will I, though? I'm not gonna hold my breath on it. We'll see what happens. But at least for now, I can enjoy it. But just like seeing that, I'm like, that's so cool. So I'm also trying to get hung up on the numbers because I know it'll change here really soon. But at least for right now, I'm like, oh, it's just so cool to see that. Because I actually had ideas for showing like different drawing stages and just like color explanation because depending on what I'm doing, I pick out the colors very differently. It depends. So, like this is like so my OCs, very specific colors that I use every single time. Background, I was picking out random colors. I'm like, I don't know. Obviously, it needs to be a jungle, so I got to have certain colors in there. Others, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So we just kind of picked what we did and just went with it. Some stuff blended better than others. Other things I went way too dark on, and I regret doing the way I colored stuff. I messed up on that, and I should have done it a different way. I did try to fix it a little bit in the digital portion. I didn't record that part, but I tried to do a couple things to kind of help fix certain areas, which it kind of worked. Um, but I'm like, ugh, it's just I do certain things and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I'm like, oh no, it's just because I was like, oh, the colors will look really good when they're blended with the pencil, because I love Prismacolor. Those are my favorite pencils to use because they work really well for my style of coloring. And I just picked the wrong ones, and then I'm like, ew, no. Because the marker underneath was fine, but it's just picking the pencils I just did wrong. Because I tend to have a habit, especially if I'm doing like random colors, is I will pick the pencil colors that somewhat match the marker colors, and then that way I can blend them out. And it generally works. So I'm like, and it's just kind of fun just to have different color combos for certain things that don't always share the same stuff. So for me, it works out that way. I enjoy doing that, and it's just fun coming up with new stuff to do. And then like I wouldn't necessarily like use certain color combinations again. It was just like for the drawing. I did just to kind of make it a little more interesting, play around with the colors, try to venture out more. Because for a lot of things, I have very specific color combos that I use all the time. But because I'm like trying to make it a little bit different, like each time I do something, I try to make the colors, the combos different. But I also like, especially pencil wise, I have a very limited selection of colors. So I can only do so much. But that's okay. So we're actually coming up on the end here. But I will say really quick before I show you the 4 is I have a whole bunch of comics. I currently have 11 out. I have 13. I'm about to work on 2 eventually. I do the month series. I have seasons. I have elements. I do dinosaurs. I do painting sometimes. I have Patreon companions on here where it's just like me doing the 12 main animals I have mixed with flowers. Like I actually just recently did a periton mixed with anthurium flower. So I got plenty of stuff on here if you want to stick around for more. I will end up doing more of these types of drawings as well because again, I have a lot that I want to do. So there'll be more. It won't be every month, but it'll happen semi-regularly, I suppose. At least a couple times a year is what I'm hoping. Again, I don't know how many. We'll see. It just depends on what I can do. But I'm trying. But don't worry. I'll show you the finished result here in a second. Again, I love them. But these were fun to do. I enjoyed doing these. It was just nice to have all my characters together in just one drawing. And just seeing them with their different colors and whatnot. And semi-different personalities, I suppose. It's fun. And like different movements that they can do and whatnot. So, tons of fun. But they just turned out nicely. And I do fix the shading some where I actually lower the opacity. You'll see how dark it is now. I lighten it up some, so don't worry about that. But, yay. Oh, and this is Aerith. I don't know if I said that, but this is Aerith that we're dealing with. So, hang on tight and let's head over to look at the 4 finished drawings.